Today we're going to take a look at using Desmos to solve radical equations. So using Desmos to solve radical equations is very, very simple. The first thing that you're going to do is make sure that you have split your equation down the, well, not down the middle, but down the equal sign, and you are going to look at the left side and the right side. So in Desmos, we are going to graph both the left and right side, and in order to graph them as equations, we need to have them as y equals. So here in Desmos, we will have y equals the left-hand side of the equal sign, and so here in the keyboard that Desmos provides is a square root symbol with the letter x. Now in order to type things outside of the radical, make sure you hit the right arrow key. So I have y equals the square root of x plus 5, or y equals the left, and y equals the right side of my equation, which is 12. So here in Desmos, what we're going to do is treat this as a systems of equations, and we want to see where do those two functions intersect. So as I continue to zoom out, I'm looking for the place where the red and the blue intersect. They intersect at the point 4912. Well, I don't want the output value of 12. I'm only interested in the input value x, or my first digit of my ordered pair. So that first digit is the solution to your radical equation. So in this case, x is equal to 49. So using Desmos to solve radical equations makes it extremely simple. You're not having to solve mathematically. We're just using our graph to solve. So if I look at this next example, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take a look at the entire left-hand side of my equal sign, and I'm going to compare it to the entire right-hand side of my equal sign. So in Desmos, I'm going to type y equals. Now in my question, I have the variable a, but Desmos only likes x and y, so instead of using the variable a, I'll just use the variable x. Oops. If I continue typing, you can see that my 7 is underneath my radical. As soon as I hit the right arrow, I'm now outside of my radical, so if I needed to add an additional number to it, I could. So y equals the left-hand side of my equal sign, and y equals the right-hand side of my equal sign. And I'm going to look to see where my green function intersects with my black function. And it intersects at the point -6, 11. And since the solution occurs in the x position of my ordered pair, then the solution to my radical equation is a is equal to -6. This can also work to show you no solutions. So let's look at this lower example here. I believe this one has a no solution. So again, I'm going to start by identifying the left-hand side and the right-hand side of my equation. Now the beautiful thing about Desmos is that it doesn't matter if your index is a 2, a 3, a 4, y equals, and if I need to put an index other than 2, right underneath my functions key, if you head over to miscellaneous, right in the lower third center, you'll find n square root, and it will open it up for you. So 4, 8, not the letter k, but x, plus 12, with a -9 on the outside, and y equals the right-hand side of my equation, which is -11. So if I zoom out, You can see the red function and the blue function. You can see that they never intersect. No matter how much I zoom in, my two functions never intersect. So if you have a function or a system of equations here that do not intersect, we say that it has no solution. So using Desmos to solve radical equations is as simple as putting in the left-hand side of the equal sign under one equation and the right-hand side of your equation in as another equation on your graph, comparing the two, and look where they intersect.